All right. Hello, hello, greetings and salutations. Welcome in, welcome in. So, we got everybody that we're going to have today available, ready to roll. They're set up, things are functional, and we are gonna get this bad boy started in but a moment. Because da 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 da. Um, okay. We're gonna fire it up. Okay. So, who can recall what happened last time?
Well, we were wandering around these halls, all these different rooms that might have stuff in them. And we did go into one room, and then there was some sort of giant slore was in there, some sort of giant automaton, but we did manage to vanquish it, and it seemed like it was maybe put together by not the most expert hands. So maybe goblins or something. We'll see. But we were able to defeat that. And then we wandered around the halls a little more, and there's discussions about which rooms to try and go into. And then finally, we came upon a room that had some magical locks upon it, some magical deterrents. And like always, I was able to, I say always, I was able to dispel the magic that was causing these locks to, you know, not causing these locks to not be able to be escaped from, it seems like, because what we found inside the room was some sort of strange, like demonic looking creature with wings. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's what I remember about it in the broadest terms. But then again, we're liberators. We see demons and we want to free them from their incarceration.
Anything else of relative importance?
Did we Oh, yes, there was the whole thing with the we examined the sort of power source that the, golem, the construct had inside of it. It seemed, unstable, but, Zed was able to get it, right? It was Zed, right? Oh, using
It
maybe the
was.
magic hand, the mage hand? Something about that. Do we still have that?
I believe so. I don't know
It
if
didn't
I
explode or anything on us yet.
I hope not. I don't think I added it. Oh, I did. Yes. Yeah, man, I have unstable core and then in parentheses says very friendly.
Nice.
Yeah, there was some I think there was some checks that Zed was going through and was able to get the core, but I if I remember correctly, it was like it was either close or uh it was not the best of extractions. I don't know.
Right, there was
I
like a
think
trio of checks, I remember,
yeah.
and then yeah, it was I think you were able just to, like, rip it out or something like that.
It has been acquisitioned. Right, so let me switch you guys to this scene. All right.
And, well, does anybody remember anything about? Because I remember we came upon this door and we tried to open it, and it had bars on it like it's a like it's a prison, but it's probably just meant to keep people like us out, like common thieves, you know? But, yeah, then I was able to dispel the magic around it, and I guess we opened the door and we saw the thing that was lurking inside, but we haven't talked to it yet.
Yeah, I think the I'm seeing in the log um you did the you dispelled it, I believe, uh to where Zed was able to pick the lock, and
Right.
then the very last thing in the chat log was a perception check, and I think that was just Zed looking for any sign of little one in this room, because ultimately uh we were all here based on a ping that Veldrin got for that this somewhere here is the location of the missing little one that we're all looking for. And I will say Zed has been very distracted by that.
Right.
He's not he's not playing he's not being the smartest. I remember we all did stealth checks and then we walked into like another room and Zed just started hollering out, so he's not really um
I was
thinking
gonna say not
clearly.
Zed's not playing with a full deck, but that's not what
Yeah.
I mean. That would mean that you're not quite all there, but
Hmm. Perhaps Valorous might recall a certain pull.
Yeah. I remember I had a few wisdom saves. Or was it insight? Yeah, wisdom. And when we got the door open, the thing pointed at Zed and then slowly pointed at me. Which is probably a good sign.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right, that's positive.
Yeah,
I didn't remember that part though.
a net positive. Essentially, when it was pointing in you guys' direction, but Zed realized that the thing wasn't pointing at him; it was pointing at Valorous. Wunderbar. So, so we pick up where we left off in this pretty sizable room with what looks to be an old fountain, not filled with water currently. Does not seem like there is any moisture in here. Um, Looks like brick tiles, brick flooring. So relatively cold in here by comparison. Brick tiles and brick walls. Adorning the walls are a few little what seem like torches that have been lit. You don't know how long they've been lit for per se. Um, and what seems like maybe a little stool on the other side of this fountain, but the fountain is so big you can only really see maybe the top of it, kind of thing. And of course, Sid, large creature in the room, very aware of your presence, and pointing in the direction of Valorous, despite them being a bit behind the wall. Yeah. So, what do you do? And also, by the way, Zed, with that, I think there was a perception that you'd realize the traps were inside the door, not outside.
Ah, okay. So we're immediately closing this and moving on, right?
Yeah.
Ted's gonna shut the door.
All right.
He shuts the door and just kind of takes a moment. Okay, so what is going on here?
Don't
Yet
know.
another demon imprisoned, maybe?
Another.
Well, we've met a few along the way. Mostly they've been friendly, or at least grateful.
And so with the perception check, I guess, or with what you had mentioned, did Zed notice that this creature had its focus on Valrus instead of him?
Oh, absolutely.
So he's gonna kind of, he's like
Like with even with your
scratching his
passive
beard.
insight, because because you had a clear line of sight. I was just kind of like
Mhm.
around the corner, but you had a clear line of sight, and it was definitely pointing at like the wall next to you, which is kind of hard to spot sometimes because you're adjacent. But
But I guess so. I was able to, you know, infer that its focus wasn't on me. I guess,
correct.
or on Zed. So yeah, he's gonna scratch his beard a little bit, and he's gonna turn slowly. Did you recognize whatever that was? Was it seen to recognize you? And he turns and says this to Balrus.
I don't think I recognize it.
Then again, you do have a few memory problems, I've kind of understood. Is that right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And this isn't along the same lines of you don't remember or recognize them in the same way that your grandmother owned the premises that we met you at. Meaning you're not lying.
Yeah, I'm not lying. I don't. Could I do like a history check?
Sure. What are you trying to derive from this check?
If I recognize the creature?
Sure. Let's see what they get.
Nope.
Not even a lick of a thought or a scratch or an itch of a memory.
I've never seen that thing before.
Right. Well, Zed'll kind of take a. We're in a, well, I guess somewhat slim, narrow hallway, but he'll take a step back from the door,
Mhm.
just kind of pressing his back against the wall, and just almost gesturing to the rest of the group, toward the door. I not sure what you all would like to do with this. I can attempt to lock it back, but whatever magical inclination that it had before, I don't think it exists now.
Should we not attempt to communicate with it?
Hey, did you? Here, come here. Come here. He's Zed's gonna just kind of like crack the door so that Kozik can hopefully shuffle over and like peer inside. You see what's in there? Be my guest,
Well, I was
mate, if
gonna.
you want to talk
I
to it.
wanted. All right. Well, I I put my ear to the door. Do I hear anything?
You can give me a perception check.
Oh wow.
And I don't think there's any way that I can actually physically crack the door in Foundry, but
Correct.
I would attempt to like give Kozik a bit of a sightline. Maybe if that could aid
Here,
in
let's
his
let's
perception check.
shuffle some people here. Right,
Good
Kozik
old
sort of
10
shuffling forward.
always wins.
Yeah, you don't hear anything. Just the silence of the hallway you were in.
Hmm. Well, it's clearly still in there, but I don't hear anything. Uh, well, I rap 3 times on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
No response.
There was no response, guys. Hmm.
Yeah, they're not home. Let's go.
Just leave it as it is and get out of here.
It's
Hmm.
Zed's thinking right now, yeah.
Well, clearly,
What
I
a
mean,
what
it
a
could
weird
leave if it wanted
fountain
to.
in
Go
the
ahead.
middle of that room that was definitely empty.
Did you say there was a fountain?
Yeah. You want to fuck it? He'll open the door back up. Oh, hello.
You see the creature simply standing
Can you show
there.
us the creature again?
Yep, one sec. Get the
I
emo
don't know if it liked me closing the door.
show.
Fuck. Are those fingers or claws?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not having a lot of empathy for this thing right now. Uh, we come in peace. I call out to it.
We
Is you're like kind of huddled behind like the door? Because you guys are peeking, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you're peeking at the door, just be like, "We
just kind of
come in
like
peace?" Question mark.
muttering to it from the other side of the door.
It does not seem to
Well,
respond.
it's not attacking us. That is a positive thing. What if we should we give it some food? That seems like a peaceful gesture.
I can't disagree with that.
I mean, it's not attacking us and we're not attacking it. So,
What does Valorous see? So the Valorous, you
Hmm.
feel, because let's see, based on what your lighting conveys, you can't really see anything.
Mm-mm.
So yeah. So basically, it feels almost like a very familiar presence is very, very close.
I guess, can Zed do a history check? Or
Uh,
maybe you could just answer, has Zed ever seen this creature before? In like
Definitely
a
not.
vision or
Nope.
anything? Okay.
That's a given.
And how we saw the image of it, but what's its stature? Like how big is this thing?
This is a large creature.
Okay. Bigger than every single one of us.
Correct.
Does it look like it can fit through this door?
It could squeeze.
Okay. So it's bigger than the doorway, but it could escape, I guess, just for our information.
Possibly.
Okay. Um, and it's just standing there? Is it gesturing to anything anymore, or is it just ominously standing there?
It is ominously standing there, staring in the direction of Valorous.
I don't think
Um,
it doesn't seem hungry, I guess.
I call out, "What do you want?"
Oh, good move.
It's everybody. What do we do? Ask it a question?
We're at an impasse.
And this would be something, uh, doing a little, just out of curiosity, who knows what. I guess the best way to put it, if you know Infernal, you will be able to understand what they are saying. Freedom.
Did you catch that?
Freedom from what?
Servitude.
Well, what did it say?
It wants freedom.
From?
Servitude.
Servitude. Okay.
What is your
Well,
name?
Boros. Oh, there we go.
well, did it just was those sounds it made? Was that its name?
Boros.
Boros. Well, I mean, it's free now, isn't it?
Are you not free now? What holds you here?
An old pact. An honor.
Is just Valorous the one speaking with him?
Unless you
Can
know
everybody
Infernal.
hear him? Okay.
I haven't bopped my helmet yet, so I don't know what it's saying either.
Yeah, Zed's just hearing noises. And like I mentioned before, I guess narratively, Zed's kind of backed up, backs against the wall. And I'm almost picturing he's kind of like given space for Valorous to step in this doorway. So if
Mhm.
you want to flip flop us,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, yeah. Oops.
There we go.
Oh, he is just like right there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's right there.
All I was seeing was like right over here.
Yep, so imagine what Zed saw when he opened the door.
Okay.
Surprise!
Well, I'm still of two minds about whether this is a sort of creature that should be freed by us, but ask it if it knows how we can end its servitude.
How can we end your
Who does
servitude?
who does it serve?
Who do you serve?
One who has been felled. A pact incomplete. And you start this, like it's slowly reaching its hand up towards Valorous. And mind you, its hand's probably like, as a large creature, probably like the size of your head, maybe torso, because they are very long claws. And it just slowly wraps its clawed fingers around the door because it's only been cracked, and it just opens it. That's all it does.
Hmm.
And it's just staring down at you. This like, I think large is usually like 10 feet, 10 foot tall creature.
Hmm.
Maybe ask him why does he seem to know you, or
How
perhaps
do
he
you
knows your kin.
how do you know me?
Our blood is not so different. Kin.
Apparently we are kin.
That's disturbing. Perhaps interesting. Uh,
You said it's found here,
Hmm.
but not physically by a pact or agreement.
Hmm.
And what of its master?
That's what I want to know because it has not told us that, but it wants us to free it.
well, I activate the helmet kind of just so I can understand what it's saying, and I kind of say, should I go into the cell? What's up with this fountain?
If we come into your dwelling, will you do us harm?
There's just a smirk, and it just takes a step back from the door.
Okay. One cautionary step in.
It's just watching. It kind of feels like a demon's watching you. It's so yeah, it's just standing there
Mhm.
observing you walk in.
I just kind of go around the room. Oops.
It simply watches, undisturbed, unperturbed,
Mm.
unmoved, unchanged.
Valorous, is there anything in the fountain?
Do I see anything in the fountain?
No, it just kind of looks like a old fountain that they somehow gotten here.
Mm.
Looks like it's all in one piece. It looks like it has not suffered really much wear and tear, but it doesn't look new. Um, but it does seem like it being made out of stone. You kind of wonder how they got it in here. Um,
Mm.
but there's no inkling of water. It's all dry, so it's not an active fountain or had it doesn't appear as if it has been active for a long time based on the layers of dust that have accumulated on it and basically everything in this room.
Mm. I ask it, how long have you been here?
Long enough.
And I can't communicate with it like speak infernal, but I kind of roll my eyes when I hear that. I'm like, oh, of course. The video
Nobody.
gamer in me wants to think that we should like fill this fountain with water and then that would solve some problem, but maybe not.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
very
something
brave and
solved it.
stand next to it.
All right, so how tall are you? You're like,
About 5'8".
all right, so you're about 5'8", standing next to this 10-plus foot tall individual. And he's looking down at
Mm-hmm.
you, and you're looking up at it, very David and Goliath-esque.
Mm-hmm.
And you definitely have its full attention. Can I flip tokens? Not possible. Rotation. I
I'm
can't
not sure
flip.
what to do next.
What's everybody else doing? You saw Valorous go in there. They're the only one in there. They got the attention while everybody's hanging out outside, nice and safe and comfy, ready to close a door if something goes horribly wrong.
Lock her in.
So the question is, what's the people out in the hall want to do?
Well, I'll start with good old. I'll start with the good old detect magic. And can I determine if is there a curse perhaps on this creature? Can I determine that?
If something were to have a curse, that's not something that detect magic would tell you.
Ah, well, fair enough.
And if it is a school of magic, no. You're pretty sure you dispelled what magics there were from the door.
And it doesn't seem like it's a magical creature necessarily.
Not really, because I don't think creatures would, or something that
No. It
necessarily
says a faint
pop up.
aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears the magic. But
That bears
if
the
it's
magic.
not anything
Not really.
specific, I can handle that.
Not really. Because, like, bears the magic's
Okay.
by saying, like, if there's a spell on it.
Oh, right, right. It's invisible.
Yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
like, there's auras, like, on Valorous, because they have magic items that are visible.
Right. Well, that's understood. I assumed as much. This creature. Hmm.
Benefits and benefits of yourself. Of yourself.
No, so it seems to be bound by a pact that continues even after. Did it say that the its the other party was now long dead? I think,
Hmm.
and yet it is still bound by these magics. Um, I don't know. Can you ask it? Does it know how we can help it?
You know how we can help you.
Mhm. Yes. A new deal. You have the key.
Have we?
And it's staying, like, its eyes are still locked with Val as it says this.
Hmm. I take out the stone I collected earlier. Is this the key?
And as you pull it forth, the coloration seems to match the majority of this creature's body.
Hmm.
Indeed. And Valorous, give me a... Let's do an Arcana check. Or
Okay.
religion, technically, is applicable for a different reason.
Okay. I'll do religion since I have better stats with that one.
Better
Nope.
stats does not
Nope.
mean better rolls.
Nope. That
I feel like we burned
-1.
through our inspiration last time.
Good thing I'm playing Valorous as a not smart person.
Well, it depends on if you want to use inspiration or not.
I'm good. She doesn't know anything.
As is in line with the character.
Hmm.
So you just hold it up and it's just staring.
I think she kind of like moves it around, like kind of like playing with a cat.
It doesn't like track it. You kind of get the feeling like
Hmm.
it knows you have it, so it's focuses on the person, not the object.
Okay. If I
Well,
hand you this, will that free you or?
No. A new deal.
well, Valorous seems to want a new deal. Or do you
Mhm.
think you're the kind of person that could make a deal with it?
What kind of deal?
It just kind of shrugs. For this one's freedom. It's totally just like, what do I do? I can bet you. Because there's this long, prolonged silence.
Mm.
That is all. It's looking at you. You're just trying to figure stuff out. Everybody's like outside the door peeking in.
You just see Valorous like if you could see like the gears in her head like slowly turning.
And I'm murmuring to the other folks, it says something about it needs to make a deal. A deal for freedom? I'm not sure what that means either.
Has it seen a goblin with a scarf or little one?
Right. Have you seen a little blue scarf?
If I were to tell you, would you grant my freedom from servitude?
If you help us find it, I'll do that.
Don't. Oh my god.
What?
I'm imagining Miavara like on the corner going, "Oh no, 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 no."
Is
This
that
is
what
how
That's a
things
bad
Levar?
get
idea.
done.
What did he say?
What did you say, Kozak?
Oh,
I
he
said
said,
deal. I said deals are how things get done, Niavara. Come on.
Oh. Uh,
What did it say? Did you eat my fucking scarf?
I don't think he ate the scarf.
Okay. So we don't have to kill it.
Might have to anyway. We'll
Well, it
see.
sounds like some sort of quid pro quo might free this creature and he might help us find the little one.
Yeah. Ours' choice.
Right, help us. If you help us find the scarf dragon, we'll get your freedom.
Mhm. And it holds out a clawed hand.
Hmm. And I take it.
Deal.
Deal.
And give me an Arcana check. Perfect.
Yay.
Handshake.
Hmm.
And it's I mean
Really, nothing bad.
it's cordial.
Hmm.
And then it stands up and just sort of stretches and just kind of gives you an idea of how it's not like wide, like why it's 10 feet. It's just really tall, kind of lithe,
Hmm.
but its wingspan is impressive.
Hmm.
But it folds the wings back into its body and then stands up like straight, like kind of straightening its shoulders. Well then, master, shall we continue the hunt?
Sure.
What was that?
Sure.
Very well. And as it says that, its voice trails off, kind of like disappearing into the wind, just like very well. At that point, it its body seems like it
Hmm.
shrinks down and just almost melts into what looks like a pool of just like black ichor, and then the
Hmm.
ichor itself fades and melts away, and just it just turns into a shadow, and you see the shadow slink into your shadow.
That's definitely a good thing.
Yeah. Do you feel any different, Valorous?
Not really.
Well, that's positive. Well, I guess this creature will be with us, or with you at least. I mean,
Hmm.
I know that's a pretty good feeling when you have a helper, I guess you could say, secret helper.
Yeah. At least this might help us find little one.
It made a deal.
Well, I'm not quite sure how, but that's good. Hmm. Well, where should we try next?
I've got no clue, but I am inclined to just start kicking doors in.
Yeah, that's about. I would say they were walking in, but that was my only other knowledge about where they were going. So further inside.
Yes, this seems to be a sensible approach. I like this.
All right, well, lead on.
Well, Valrus, do you think that this new dark companion that you've got, do you feel like it could help guide you anywhere, or no? Or do you just feel like you feel normal?
Do I feel any guidance or
You feel normal right now.
I feel pretty normal?
Well, I guess then one direction is as good as another.
Ow. I'm not muted, am I? Sure. Okay. Whew.
How about we head north? Let's follow Niavara.
I would take charge of things, but I'm on my laptop and the screen is really tiny, and my character sheet covers up so much of the map that I can't really move around.
That's usually I'm always having to open and close my character sheet because I can't really ever see.
Yeah, I can't see shit.
Also, it says on my screen that my game is paused, so I cannot move, I think.
Odd. Did that work?
Let's try now. Burp. I'm moving.
That was weird.
Oh, this hallway's wider. Okay, that's a good sign.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Maybe.
All right, so
I
yeah,
lost the game. I can't see it anymore. My screen's just black.
let's move you here. Move you up here. Because I'm guessing Belgium's just following.
Yeah, I don't like using this on my laptop.
Ah. Everybody's moving. Okay, all right. So Nevar, since you have gone so very far ahead, I will pause the game there. In this hallway, feel free to give me a little perception check. Of which, in this hallway, you see what looks like um, not nearly as large as the the automaton you saw in the other room. These look medium. They look medium. But you see like five of these things and they seem like they're mechanical in nature. Um and they're just like sprawled about on the floor, like on the ground, just haphazardly, nonchalantly. Just kind of like somebody threw them off to the sides. Like you see like a couple of them like leaning like against the wall based on your character's direction. You see like three of them on like the right wall and like two of them on the left, and they're just sort of like in piles, just like on top of each other.
Do they look like they might activate?
Uh-huh. They just look like metal men that are just thrown into piles.
She might back up a step. And point it out to Kozak like there's five of them I see.
Did they see us?
I can't even tell if they're online. And she'll hold out the arm to Vel to be like, hey, 2 up here, 3 down there, more of those automata. I can't tell if they're alive or not.
So then we turn around and go the other way.
We might, but this is the way we were going to go anyway. This is where we wanted to go because there were several
Well,
doors over here.
yes, but earlier when we were in the hallway, before going to where the demon was, that connects to this one, I assume.
It does.
There's other ways around this area.
Yes. Yo, Valorous, up
Mhm.
ahead. I can't tell if they're alive right now. There's 3 of the automatons to the top, or 3 of them to the bottom next to those barrels. 2 of them over there. They're sort of just like thrown there though. I don't know if they're online. Stop and go back around. I kind of want to go to that room right there. She points to the one across.
Well, maybe if we're stealthy, we don't have to activate them.
There was another way around. Veldern's right. If we want to be like cautious.
Mhm.
And I don't think anyone else is caught up with us. But
Well, yeah, let's try that first then before we throw caution to the wind, huh?
go ahead, Valres.
Okay.
And yeah, Zed had kind of seen everyone gone around the corner, but saw that there were some doors over here, so he made his way
Close
in.
that door. Magic, like cursed room for sure.
Wait, what?
Did it open for you?
Yeah.
Close it. That's called a invitation of Fae shit. We can go in there if there's nothing else anywhere else, but like bad juju.
What do you mean?
It's like, and she like struggles like for a second. Witches invite you into their houses when they're trying to fill you up. Fairies do that shit. Hags. It gives me the creeps.
Well, fair enough, but I need to find little one.
I didn't see little one in there at all. Just a plate that said "eat me" and shit like that.
Oh, you already looked in there.
Uh-huh. It opened
Oh,
up for
okay.
me.
Oh, I don't like that. Okay.
That might be a bit suspicious. This is one time where I think we're on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
Across the way. Directly. There should be a door.
oh yeah, I see one. At this point, Zed's just opening doors because he's gone too long without any sign of little one.
Oh, that's great. Only Nevar knows what that is. From a DM perspective, that was pretty funny. Anyway. Nope, nope.
All right. So just this. Any sign?
So if you remember, in here was just like a little bowl in here and like some crates. It was pretty nonchalant. Little couple beds. Was there beds in this one? Oh, eh. Yeah, this
Just
was
leave the
beds.
door open.
room number. Ah, so you open that other one, it looks like.
Yeah.
So in this one is full of varying degrees of size of, hold on, let me move the stream so they can see what's going on down here. There we go. Varying degrees of barrels. Some look like they might be holding liquid. Right now they're all sealed. The room has a pretty noticeable aroma of possibly like fermentation in here, so maybe some alcohols and ales in here. Um, there appears to be like a little grate on the floor, often in the based on your character, right bottom. Let's see. You're looking in, right? All right. I have to orient my brain and where your character would be looking. So to Niavara's um right, bottom right corner. Um, and there are two like pretty large barrels, probably some kind of alcohol, perhaps, because there seem to be like spigots on them or taps or whatever. And in the very back, there appears to be a pot that currently is not really. You don't see a fire under it, but there's like steam rising out of it. But you don't know what's in it because you're just sort of on eye level with it.
He enters the room, checks the pot.
So the aroma in the pot smells like, as you get closer, probably some stew cooking. As you look at it, there's like little chunks of meat, maybe some carrot. Um, but it definitely gives off the hint that they are using alcohol to cook this in. So the liquid itself seems to be alcohol, and the food seems to be food in alcohol. But there's no fire, so you probably can ascertain there's a little bit of arcane going on here. And like when you walk in, you see like the floor has like hints of maybe some old food that has since dried. Looks like the drain looks like it's been used. Like you don't see dust on it, so probably people have dumped something down this thing somewhat recently. And when you walk in, every so often, not every single step, but every so often, you feel like your boots are a little sticky.
She sticks out her tongue and she's like, fuck. She'll have to ask if Veldrin can create water because Jesus Christ. Gross.
Does she actually ask?
No, that would require yelling. So, no little one in the stew, just a bunch of booze, and a lot of spilled booze. And someone wasn't here recently. Okay. Good to know. That she will indicate as soon as she, leaves. First is Edrin, pointing to it. Lots of booze. Someone cooked recently. Walking in there is treacherous because it's sticky.
It,
And
it, it was borderline difficult terrain.
and she's like, I am debating taking off my shoes because ew.
Ew, of
Veldrin,
course.
can you create water to clean my shoes? Is like that a bad use of spell casting?
And at this point, you can definitely hear like Nirvara walking through the hallway. The sticky residue, so
The
you can hear
stick.
just the sticky sound, just a.
I can, but also Zed shouted and no one came, so I don't think the sound is going to let us away.
Niavara leans down and takes off her shoe. Grumbling about washing them when she got home or got back to the inn.
All right, so we got a shoeless Niavara now.
I love that Veldrin is like, I can clean them, but I'm not going to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's depending on what spells have been prepared for the day.
Yeah.
No, it's just funny.
She pins them to her pack and she's like, God damn it. Okay. Fine. Don't walk in unless you're willing to have your shoes ruined for the night. Nothing was in the pot. Well, soup was in the pot, but like, I was like, is a tiny little dragon gonna be in the pot?
That would be unfortunate.
Correct. Never beyond the realm of possibility.
Have we checked this room? Here.
Which one? Go for it. Don't let me have all the fun. Just leave the doors open so that we know where we've been.
Do you not?
Where is
Are you not able
Yeah,
to see
where
the
is
door
the door on
icon?
this room?
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the. It's in the hallway.
It was
I
right
can-
Yeah,
here.
they're visible. Okay.
Okay.
Check it out.
What's he
So-
seeing here?
As you look into this room, it is quite spacious. Probably pretty close to probably the. Let's see. 2 out there. Not by too much, but this room definitely seems like it's bigger than the one with the fountain in it. Actually, it's about the same size as the kitchen looking one too. Either way, it's a pretty sizable room, regardless. The difference between this room and the others is strewn about this room is absolutely nothing except for a what looks like a rusty old grate, somewhat in the middle, off to the side a little bit. That little grate in the floor. Next to it appears to be a very large pot in the middle of it, a cauldron of sorts, you could say, and it is currently not sitting atop a fire. So it looks like a cauldron, but it has like legs, so it's like able to sit there. Um, and they're just sort of like these almost gothic style legs to them, so they're very curved and just kind of almost takes on a very basically gothic. It's essentially gothic in its appearance. Um, and off to the right, there's like these barrels that are lining the walls, all of which have little spigots, so you can probably ascertain what's in them. And on the left appears to be another barrel and a crate next to it, nailed shut, shoved into the wall. And on the other side appears to be a what looks like a little stool, not stool, a bench for seating. And as far as the cleanliness and lighting, there are 4 torches that are lit on the walls. And as far as cleanliness, looks pretty traversed. It's not dusty everywhere. But it definitely looks like this pot's probably seen some use. The floor around the grate's seen some use. The crate's probably seen some use. Those barrels have definitely seen some use, and some level of use at the bench on the other side of the room.
Does any of it
Why is there walls there?
look more recent than the rest?
That would be more of a recent. Um, Trying to determine which of the two we want to use for that. For clues and make deductions. Let's do investigation.
I
Yeah.
only have a +2 in investigation. Uh, not bad. Not great, but not bad.
So definitely the most used is probably the barrels. Um, as far as like layers of dust though, just kind of seems like majority of the foot traffic is to the barrels that probably have some kind of liquid in them. And the
Mhm.
center next to the grate.
He'll step on in.
All right. Nothing changes.
And then here's a wood box, right?
Yep. A nailed shut wooden crate.
He'll come check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Can he hear anything inside of it?
Not inherently.
He'll knock on the crate.
You hear? You knocking on the crate.
Okay. What was this again?
What basically looks like a cauldron that's like suspended off the ground, so it has like little legs on in
Mhm.
the under part of it, so it's not just cauldron pot on floor, so it's the legs cause it to
Yeah.
be secured.
Anything in there?
You look in, and you're immediately hit with a waft of rendered down alcohol. So basically, pure alcohol, practically.
They're just cooking with booze? 'Cause the other place had alcohol base.
Maybe making a potion.
A potion of of drunkenness. Yep.
Those aren't as difficult to come by as you might think, but
And then this one was
Which one, the barrel or the grate?
that.
It's just a barrel. A little
Just a
tap on it.
barrel. Alcohol. Great.
And a bench for sitting.
hmm And then this is the grate
Yep, the
here.
gray thing's a grate.
Is it just like a drain
Yeah, it pretty much just looks
grate?
like a drainage into some piping below.
And then that's the barrels.
Yep. A bunch of barrels
All
along the
tapped.
wall. Yeah, absolutely. Aw, Veldrin the alcoholic didn't want to taste.
Uh-huh. He's got something that doesn't fill him with spiritual dread going on. He's not gonna drink right now. There was a cauldron with alcohol, barrels of alcohol, and a crate. I didn't try to open the crate. I figure it has something to do with the alcohol.
I mean, we might want to open the crate.
I did
that's
knock on it, and I heard nothing.
Cedrin, your call.
I think you're being called upon, Mr. Thatcher.
Yeah, I think as this is being mentioned, Right. All right. Well, let's see.
Break that shit open.
It's gonna step over this. This is the grate
Yep.
in the floor.
Hmm.
How big is it roughly?
Probably about, let's say, I'm just gonna round
Could
up. Fuck
either
it,
could
four
any of
feet.
us fit in it?
Yeah, you could squeeze.
Okay. So it's not just tiny. Um, he's gonna step over it, and this is the crate. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And did Veldrin
You said
step
it's
over the grate or just around it? Because technically, it's like in a weird intermediate section of the actual grid.
I do think I had him move over it.
Okay.
And
Which
so
one
Vel
second?
said this was nailed, or it's visibly nailed shut.
It is visibly nailed shut.
Okay. Like, what are we? I guess. Um. Can you describe it a little bit? Does it look like it's just been kind of like haggardly nailed with a few nails, or is it just like professionally closed and sealed?
Sometimes you can't really tell the difference.
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, I get. How big is it?
It's effectively large, so enough to fit two of you in it.
Niavara
Uh,
hands
And
okay.
over the crowbar.
it is equally as tall, so technically four of you in it.
How tall is it? Would you say? Is
Think
that
of it as like
looking at?
think of it as like a large creature, just because of the map orientation. It's it's the top part of it. So I'll probably think of it as like a cabinet or like a dresser or something.
Okay. Um. So with that being said, and not to, I'm just trying to make sense of it. Would we be able to get leverage to try and pry this open? Because I see, seems like Niavara's handing a crowbar over to Zed.
Probably.
Does it open from the top, or you mentioned it's cabinets? Is it like
So
like a wardrobe?
I was just saying like cabinets in terms of like picturing a size. So think like a full
Mhm.
size cabinet that you're putting clothes in, but it's a wooden crate. So like this doesn't do it as much justice because you're looking top down, right?
Right.
So think of just really tall crate, and you can see like the nails in the sides. In you can't really see the top of it, but in the sides of it, um, basically sealed from multiple angles, just nailed together, but just tall, wide and
Okay.
tall. Basically, tin wide, tin tall,
And Vel said that he knocked on it and just
but not
didn't
tin thick.
hear anything. Or did you knock on it or just listen?
Yeah, he knocked on it and heard nothing.
Okay. Well, yeah, if Niavar is handing over a crowbar, Zed will look around for a potential joint. Maybe not even the top necessarily, but possibly like a corner or on one of the sides, like pry open a side of this big crate.
Sure. Give me, and it's with the crowbar, and this is strength based, so it's gonna be athletics.
Okay. Is it possible for me to roll either perception or investigation to try and find like a weak spot or a seam that the crowbar really fits in nicely to maybe get advantage on my athletics check.
Well, you already have advantage with the crowbar.
Oh. Oh, I didn't even read that. Okay.
That was the point of the crowbar.
Sorry.
But you can look around.
Okay, well, yeah.
All right, so
He would have taken a moment to
And-
try and look for just the right spot.
it was the exact same number twice. Uh,
Was it? Nice.
so you're prying this thing open, and you can hear the strain and the creak of the nails as it's just kind of just. And you can hear the sound of the wood probably buckling a little bit, um, trying to grip tightly onto these nails that have so firmly maintained their stability all this time for who knows how long that time might have been. And you, so you're just going to like trying to rip the side open, basically.
Yeah, instead of opening the top since it's so tall, just kind of like prying one of the side walls open.
Okay. So you pry a side wall open, do yous? All right. So yep. So if you're just prying the wall off.
Yeah, if he's able to, I'm assuming it'll probably take a little bit of time, but um, just kind of
Large. Okay.
like winch all these nails out with this crowbar from top to bottom, and then pull one of the panels open just to see what's inside this massive crate.
And there is enough illumination in here. Be hard to place this based on that. But inside, you see a humanoid figure, pretty large, and you can tell it has 5 arms. And as you pop the crate open, you see it opens its eyes. Check the language. What language do you speak? Oh, that's unfortunate. And you hear a pretty loud. This is kind of there's a exhale for a moment, just like, and then a quick inhale, and you see a very large figure. Let me scooch you as it was sort of busting out, kind of pushing you back as it breaks out of the crate. And we're going to need a bit of initiative.
Is there? I just think it'd be interesting. I know you didn't ask for it, but is there some sort of check or maybe saving throw? Because I'm picturing Zed is completely startled at, is not expecting to see this.
And let's see. I need to look at languages.
I'll do initiative first.
Nope, he wouldn't know that. You know? Nope. No. Nope. You know? Nope. So only one person would understand what it's saying. And that's only as a result of having an active helmet.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
And as this thing busts out of the crate, sending like it's almost like, you know, in a movie where like the hero just kicks the door in. It's kind of like that. Like whatever was in here, whoever was in here, seemed to be kind of ready to roll. Like they're ready to go. And Kozik, you just hear this thing as it roars out. Yep, I guess it's killing time, finally. Let's smash some faces, yeah! And this is in a language that I don't think the helm tells you exactly what language it is. But you
No, but
understand
I
it.
understand it.
Yeah, basically it was just sounds
Guys,
like some dude who's just fucking pumped and ready to roll. Like he's like you just actually give me an insight. Just a quick insight before we get the whole combat thing rolling. Who are we missing? Kozik, Zed,
Can
Valorous,
Zed
Nevar, Veldrin.
insight too?
Your insight would be at disadvantage.
Okay, fair.
So, Kozik, you get the feeling
yeah.
that based on what it said, how it said it, the how it was I just need the initiative from Veldrin.
Oh,
Um
initiative.
Based on how it's acting, what it said, how it said it, it seemed like it was probably well, that was a really good roll. You get the feeling that this crate was intended to be probably part of some kind of some ambush of sorts. A Trojan horse, as it were. But you kind of get the feeling that whatever it was that open, like it was opened prematurely. But this thing, you just kind of get the feeling based on your insight that this thing was pumped. It was ready to roll. It was like it had a plan originally, and this is probably not the intended timing. But it's so worked up and ready to fight right now that it, you know, the door has been kicked open and it's time for action.
Yeah, guys, I think this thing, I think it wants to fight us. Don't hold back. Ah!
Because it got the drop him, so it had advantage. To which Kozik,
Does
you
it
are up
want to
first.
fight us or fight someone?
I think it wants to fight anyone and anything.
So let's turn it on the people here. There has to be someone here if they took little one here.
I like the sound of that.
Come
Uh,
on. Negotiate, because
okay, I guess instead of coming in with a first strike or whatever, I'll say, "Hey, wait, we're not the ones you want to fight."
We can take it to the automatons.
Oh, should we lead it away?
Yes, let's take it there.
Okay.
Tell it we know where it can go fight some creatures. Or some
I don't know if I'm kind of saying this as I'm backing away. I don't know if it understands us, but I'm sure it'll chase us. Let's go.
Wait, did Veldrin just
Follow
move?
us.
Yeah, we're in
Back,
initiative.
we're in initiative.
Oh. Yeah, I backed up
Where were you? You're there. Okay. Yeah, because right now it's Kozik's turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't run too far ahead, but I definitely run out of the room after I kind of make that statement,
All right.
and I'll stop there.
5, 25. All right. Its turn. Kozik runs out of the room. And it, having
Oh shit.
a person right in front of him. Oh boy. This may or may not suck for you a lot.
Who trapped you in there, mate? That's really unfair and very wrong of them.
Those ne'er-do-wells. One with his bite, 5 claws. All right. So we begin with this fun little situation with its first attack, as it's gonna try and bite. Like, it kicked open the door, basically, and just starts just furiously biting at the air. But don't worry, it's only a D6. So that would hit
Oh, fuck.
for a whopping 5 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Not that bad, right? It's only a D6. And then you realize just how terrifyingly dire this situation can be to certain people. Um, it swings rapidly at you. And this is normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh fuck, it's got 5 arms. Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does. Absolutely.
So 2, the 13 and the 14 miss.
And the 16
16
would
hits.
hit. Okay, so that'd be one,
Yeah.
2, 3 hits. So this thing basically just kicked open the door. You have no idea how to defend yourself against all this. Like, it's just out of the blue. You did not expect this in here.
Nope.
Okay, so it's 3. Okay. 1, 2. Gotta scroll up a lot for this one. Oh wait, did I do bite? Hold on. Okay, that was a
Yeah,
claw.
you did
I
the
did 1.
damage
Okay.
for bite was 5.
So all right. Sorry. Oh, there's a lot of attacks, and my game just
Yeah, so you
logged
got
me out. 1
2
sec.
more claws
I got logged
for
back in.
damage. Oh, you got kicked?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
1 sec. Uno
Okay.
momento.
The DM got kicked. Everyone run. Everyone get out of the room. Get out of the room. Get out of the room. Get out of the room.
We all gotta move. He won't remember where we all were.
This creature never existed. Brought to you by Foundry.
Okay, so we did the bite and 1 claw. I still have to do 2 more claws. 1, 2. Yes. Okay, 2 claws. Where'd my claws go?
Fuck.
2. There you go. See, it's only a couple D6. No biggie.
I opt to take the 5 bite instead of the 9.
I roll another bite?
You rolled damage for
I
the
did.
bite
Oh, I
before you
did.
rolled the attacks on the claws.
I rolled the attack. Sorry, there's a lot of damage rolls.
No, it's all good. So
Yeah, so the bite would have already, because the 5 was for the first one. 1, 2, 3. So basically ignore that second bite then, because you 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Okay.
Shit. Okay. So 37 total is the one I'm getting.
It'll be
That makes
fine.
sense. And then is that? I guess you'll tell me. uh,
Flashing. It's all. Yeah.
it's just all physical.
Yep, all physical. Just claws and biting. And I mean, this is gonna stay where it is. It's just in berserk mode.
Okay.
Zed. And as it's swinging, like Kozik can probably hear in the room, just like, "You're gonna point the shit out of him. Yeah, I'm gonna claw the fuck out of you. Yes, 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 yes."
Yeah, you see Zed just gets immediately mollywopped,
Molly.
and he's bruised and and bleeding. And he kind of he's gonna look over his shoulder. Yeah, we should probably all fucking run. And as he says that, he's gonna hit it or attempt to.
All right. Scroll down. Yep,
That's almost a crit.
that'll land the hit.
Right. Let's see.
And to think, you don't have to be out in the wilderness to have life-threatening combats. Just somebody's warehouse.
Yeah, in the middle of a massive city. Uh, okay, so the plan is we want it to follow us,
That's what I
but we
thought.
don't want it to kill us.
We don't want to.
No,
Okay.
that's pretty normal.
I think yeah. I think I've got it. So I'm gonna use one of my sneak attack dice to attempt to trip it so that it has to use half of its movement to chase us or to stand back up if it wants to. Let's see.
That seems tactical.
So what is it? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's cool. Um,
All right, and then what is the DC on the trip?
that is. I'll just link it. Yeah, there it is. 15 dex saving throw.
It went slippity sloop.
And then as a bonus action, I will disengage. And I'll go to here. Um, and just kind of be like motioning everyone, just waving everyone outside of the room, hoping that they all run past him.
They are making a terrible decision.
And that will be my turn.
Alrighty. Next up, Valorous.
I'm gonna follow suit and I'm gonna dash.
So Dash, you get to move 60 feet.
Okay. I'm gone.
Actually, let me check something. You are
It's
you're a
pretty far.
monk, so don't you get some extra? Hold on. Level do monks get that extra move? Let me check. Monks focus for the bow, step of the wind. Could have swore monks had innate movement speed. Am I tripping?
Oh, I do have step with the one.
I think it's something, yeah, it's like your level plus,
Yeah, let me pull up
or
my
it's
reference.
5 feet per level.
Mm.
And you are a third level monk, right?
Yep.
So unarmored movement for you would be plus 10 feet. So you can actually move 40 feet normally, which
Mm.
translates to you being able to move 80 feet if you dash.
Okay. I'm gonna stop there.
All right. Valorous is gone. Niavara. And actually, Valorous, as you're making your way there, you kind of get a bit of a suggestion. Getting warmer. Niavara. OBS.
We may have lost Neavara.
Hey, no. Or she's not aware she's muted. Niavara. Boop, 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 boop. Perhaps she's getting water. We'll come back. We'll come back to Niavara in a sec. Veldrin.
He can go 30 feet, right? Or can he go more than that? I thought there was like a sprint thing.
Yep, dash just means you're foregoing your action to move twice.
Yeah. Can you change direction to move? Because if I go like
Yeah.
30 feet diagonal, I'm in a line in a room.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted. I think that's like 15 I measured.
20, 25, 30.
I think that's the full 30.
Alrighty.
But yeah, I'll stay there just so that line of sight with the creature.
Alright. Let's see if Neovar is awake yet. Wakey, wakey. Neovar, wakey, wakey. Meow, meow, meow. Weird. Oh, what the? Dang it. OBS. Work for me here. Yeah, she probably went to fell asleep. EP Neovara.
Yeah, when it's when it's not in person and you're kind of laying there and maybe not feeling great, it's easy just to drift off, isn't it? But
Yeah.
Let's see. So
I'm gonna call her on the phone.
I definitely think it's fair to say that she would have left the room.
yeah.
Oh, I see you're measuring. Okay, yeah.
20, 30. 10, 15,
Apologies.
20,
That's all good.
30.
All right, let's fucking go.
Everybody's departing. So quite literally.
What we decided is that we're gonna run and lead it to where
She
the
doesn't have to be
automatons
here. So
are and have them fight each other.
I find it a brilliant idea. I realized I might have said that to literally
But it's your
what,
turn to take your movement.
yep. Let's fucking go. Blah, 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 blah. How far can I get?
Yeah, Zed's just kind of like waving, kind of like in a wheel
20
motion
feet.
at the door.
come on, Charlie. Come on.
And I have no, I don't have cunning action, but that's okay. Fight. And then boom. With her action, she goes another 30 feet. Fuck that shit.
All right. Leaving the door
That's
open.
her turn. Yeah.
All right. Then Veldrin did Veldrin. So top of the order is Kozik.
okay, let's see here. Well, I'm gonna fire a couple blasts here. I think I can hit it from where I am, right?
Oh yeah, it's within range and in line of sight.
Boom. Boom. Either of those hit it?
The 14 would not. The 17 would.
Nice. One of them goes over its horrid, an aggressive head, and the other one, I'm gonna say, smacks it right in the cheek for a whopping 2 points of damage. But maybe that's just to cause an annoyance, and I say, "Think you can keep up, you jerk?" He probably doesn't understand, but and
Zed's
then
like, oh yeah,
yeah,
that's good, mate. That's good.
All right, then I'm gonna keep trotting down the hallway here,
Oh, because it was prone, it would. Oh, well, that's fine. Whatever.
just to keep up with the rest of the crew. Okay, that's my turn.
All right, so its turn. Stands up, using half of its movement.
Zed's like, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, "Where am I? Where's my friends?" Uh-oh.
And it just comes barreling, busting out of the crate.
All right. So with Booming Blade, because it moved, it takes 2 more d8.
All right.
And then that's no longer active.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
And also, you realize, I guess I could have just saved having to do that. As it's barreling towards you, you see some of the wounds start to stitch up and heal. Oh, hold on.
Oh
Booming-
fuck, it's a troll.
Booming energy starts there with thunder damage. Yep, nope. And yeah, you definitely see it healing a bit. So we will.
Kill it with fire. Literally.
However,
Imagining it's running up with aggression, all 5 arms and teeth, and is looking like it's healing its own wounds, and Zed isn't.
an
And
accurate
just kinda
statement.
looking at this thing, towering over him. Hey mate, how you do that? I could need that. Probably about now.
Or two. Let's start the whirling dervish of attacks. Pretty sure that's gonna miss. But this
And
is,
this is yeah.
and then the other 5 attacks. We'll go down the line one at a time. 14, that'll miss.
I'll miss.
That'll hit. Let's calculate it as we do them. Be easier for me to. That's 1, 2. So it slashes you for 9 on that one. 3. And then 10 on that one.
He's unconscious.
All right.
What already? Oh no.
Yeah, Zed was the tank.
You still got one more. I know that.
Oh, he doesn't need to because he thinks you're unconscious.
Oh, fair. Okay, yeah. I was gonna ask a stupid question, and I don't need to ask it.
And so his last attack will be on the door, to which the door is not moving. Pretty significant amount of damage to it. So you guys see just well, those of you out in the hallway can hear like the barreling sound of something heavy, and you just see like teeth and claws reaching out of the door, and just like big old, just these big green arms just reaching out and just clawing the crap out of Zed, and then you just see like a couple of attacks on the door. Kind of seems like it's trying to either destroy the door or bust the wall out, because it does not seem like it is in the mind to want to take the time to squeeze through it. It's just in murder, death, kill, bash mode. And Kozik, you can hear it go, "Fucking wall! Get the fuck out of my way! I'm sick of these walls! I'm gonna murder the fuck out of the next guy! Hey, haha, got one!" Going for the next ones. Oh, this is gonna be great. Yeah, get him, get him, get him. Just frantic in its words and actions. To
Yeah.
which Zed, death saving throw number 1. As it is your turn.
Yep. I feel like there's a pummeling kind of like through the doorway, and a couple strikes hit Zed, and he just plops with just like his unconscious body just kind of like thuds to the floor, and the last maybe strike or two that was meant for him just kind of hits the doorway that's keeping this creature in, and that's how I roll it. Okay. That
Oh,
is a nat 20.
you. So through, actually describe it. This is your moment of glory, because when you roll a natural 20 on a death saving throw, not only do you automatically succeed, but you come back with 1 hit point.
Oh shit. Okay.
Nice.
This has never happened to me before. And it's still my turn. Like I have a turn effectively.
That's a good question. Do death saving throws occur at the start or the? I think they start. They're at, yeah, because they're at the start of the turn. Because otherwise, yeah. So yeah, death saving throws are at the start of your turn. So you would effectively have a turn because it's usually as soon
I
as your turn flips over, is when the death saving throw triggers, as opposed to the end of the turn.
I do, for narrative's sake, want to know what it is that helps bring Zed back from the brink. What is that clarity that helps him pull himself together?
Oh, I think it's apt in the situation. It almost makes perfect sense. But he's so yeah, first and foremost, you see him just get pummeled and clobbered, and he was bleeding and bruised already. He's been in this state plenty of times. You know, we've all been in this sort of state. Um, but when you see him fall, it does look like this sort of limpness, this um just lack of lack of life. He doesn't look dead, but he's just almost there. And I think you know, Kozik's hearing the banter of this troll saying, you know, I've got one down. I'm gonna go get the next one. And the last sort of uh like faint thing that Zed hears is that, and the reason that we're here is to save little one. And so there's something um like a deep sort of calling, a connection that he is built with little one. um there's like a tether, you know. um and if you're seeing Zed, you might see like there's kind of a faint glow. But it's not his eyes, because his eyes are closed. Is typically, if he's casting magic or doing anything, his eyes will kind of glow a little bit. But it's actually coming from his shoulder, his tattoo, this um constellation that he's had since his crew just kind of tattooed him at a young age, I guess. It starts to glow and like resonate, and then all of a sudden there's I don't know, just like an odd awakening. He shouldn't be conscious. He shouldn't be capable. He's been pummeled. And then he blinks a couple times and looks up at this massive 10-foot troll that can't get through this doorway. And then he looks down the hallway at everyone else that is remotely in safety. We have this thing still chasing after us, and it's just kind of this moment of like feeling he can't give up, and he takes a deep breath and stands up. So I'll use half my movement to stand up.
Also, by the way, it was a natural 20, so there's also an inspiration involved in this.
Okay, cool. And again, like looking down the hallway, he's probably still, as he's standing up, his rapier is just on the ground. He grasps it and stands and gets to full posture. He's glancing down the hallway and he's seeing everyone. Like, yep, job's not done, big fella. I can't be going out that soon. As he turns to the troll, and I will inspiration to hopefully hit.
If
Ah.
everything
So
hurts far too much.
Yeah, he can't even. He says that, and when he says that and he turns to the troll, he means it in full confidence, and he almost just can't even lift his elbow up and enough to bring the point of his rapier. He just kind of like pokes the floor. Well, I'm not done with you yet, but why don't you follow me? And bonus action to dash. So I should have 45 because I used 15 to stand up. Yeah.
Should be.
And
I'm just gonna make it easy and just whatever. Because otherwise, like half your movement speed, but the time is half.
get back with the rest of the group here.
It's a non-issue.
It's kind of like as he's stumbling, he's got his sword in his hand, and the tip is just kind of like dragging along the ground. His eyes are open but faint. He's just not there really. We go to keep moving. You all go.
Come on, mate.
And just to be
It's
clear,
fine.
so your plan is trying to kite this thing into the deactivated automatons, correct?
Yes.
And that you are sure this is the course of action you wish to execute.
What we're gonna try.
Currently.
Very well. All right. Valorous, you see a beaten, busted, bloody, bruised. I'm making that word. Beaten and bruised. That's a new word. You can have it. Zed just hobbling down the hallway, barely alive, clutching to any small inkling of life after probably seeing bits of some kind of like celestial essence just sort of enter into his exit and or enter into his form, and then he just
Mhm.
kind of comes back. Like he got the shit kicked out of him. He was definitely unconscious. Um, and then he ran down this way, and it's your turn. As you know, there is a troll that is currently trying to break down the door, and a voice in your ear just being like, "Getting warmer."
I guess that's a good point too, to maybe make a distinction.
Mm.
Zed didn't necessarily just will himself back. He, as he's walking down the hallway, he's laboring, but there was something else that happened in that moment. You brought up some sort of celestial intervention, potentially. I don't know if people pick up
Aha.
on it, but it it wasn't just someone standing back up.
Yes, I'll keep moving down the hall then. I'm gonna move there and then can I see over like these barrels?
Oh yeah, they're just kind of on the floor.
Um, I'll have my bow ready, aimed at the door at the where the troll might come out of.
Alrighty. Oh, has pretty good range. Yep, yep, yep. So you're just sort of getting all set up.
Mm.
Nah, Niavari, if you are still awake. She might not be awake.
The struggle,
No,
the struggle is real.
I think we leave her this time.
Abandoned ship. Alright, so
Well, I
Veldrin.
mean, like, just don't wake her up.
Yeah. Veldrin.
He's gonna run for it. It's that hard to tell because it's not like a perfect grid.
You can do the measuring tool.
I could. Oh no. The game flew off the screen. I can't find it.
Trying to go 60 feet. You can make it all the way to the back wall. You just want to run straight. Or 40 to get there. That's 40 feet. 45.
Oh, there.
Ooh, just barely not in activation range. Alright. Do 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 do. That brings us to Kozik.
Okay. Now, Can I like maybe as an action, can I administer a potion?
I believe that is now considered an item interaction. Ah,
Yeah, I think potions are bonus actions now. It used to be an action.
Because I'd like to administer a potion to my friend here, but if it doesn't really work that way, then
okay, so I believe it's if you're using it on yourself, it's a bonus, but if you're using it on somebody else, I think it's an action.
okay. I'd like to do that. Let me get it out here. So as I'm kind of thinking about it, I've got my let's see. As Mr. Thatcher is quite close to me right now, I am going to use the there we go. Go. So I say, all right, mate, open wide.
Actually,
No.
so drinking a potion or administering to another creature requires a bonus action. So it would be a
And
bonus.
does that mean that I can or cannot do it in my situation?
Administering, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just it's a bonus action to either take a potion or administer one. It used to be an action, and I think they made it a little bit more forgiving.
And I'm kind of I'm reading, his body language here and seeing looks like he wouldn't mind having one. So I pop the cork and kind of jam it in his mouth and say, "Have a sip of this, mate." And then I guess I'll hold my ground here just to kind of act as a shield maybe until Mr. Thatcher can heal himself. And then just to make sure, it seems like it might be doing too much. So I've done that. And if I hold my ground, can I like set a trigger action? Like once the beast like comes through the door, like I can shoot him with something, or is that maybe
No.
going too far? No,
So usually when it comes to setting up an action like that, you're basically dedicating your turn to doing it.
the whole turn. Okay, that makes
Because
sense.
it's like
So I
I
will.
think you
Oh,
can move. No, like I think it's like you
You can't
basically
even move.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
like you're
you
setting up
hold
your
your
whole
action.
turn for that.
it's like I'm holding it until yeah. Okay. So cool. Well, I'll just stand firm here in the middle of the park here, and that'll be my turn.
Yeah, that.
Sorry, I'm researching the errata on the potion use from 2014 to 2024. Trying to find the official stance on it.
I looked in Foundry at the 2024 potion. Granted, that's not the official rule, but I assume that they would be going off of it because they did change it. The 2024 potions say bonus action instead of action.
Well, so like to to consume it, it's a bonus action. But
Mhm.
the question is, can you give it to somebody,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
administer it as a bonus action? That's what I was trying to.
As far as action economy, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to locate.
Hmm. So I mean, in this case, since I'm not really moving, I guess
You
that
didn't
could
go
be.
anywhere, so yeah, I think it's fair regardless.
But yeah, for the future, I guess some clarity might be neat, but it comes up sometimes.
Yep.
I gave
Like
somebody.
tossing a potion to someone, or you know what I mean, like because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like
So
it
that
could
would
be
be an
applicable.
action. Yeah,
Hmm.
But when it's like, here, drink this, or if you're like on the floor trying to, do a death savings throw, it's like pouring it in your ear or whatever, like Hamlet. But
Right.
although this is healing, not poison, of course.
Yeah, we'll just go with bonus action for now. I think the ruling might have been officially, I think it's like a bonus for self and action for other, because then you'd probably just end up with people constantly potion swapping
I think
Yeah.
that
and not
makes
and not
sense,
costing action
balance.
economy for people who don't really have a use for bonus actions. Like, well, I have bonus actions that I
True.
could just go around and heal people with because my
That's
class
an
doesn't have anything
easy.
to do with the bonus action.
Yeah. Right.
All right, so where are we at? So we are on. That was Kozik. You did the thing. I don't know how much healing you gave him.
It looks like 8 points.
It was 8. He got nat ones on each of the D4s.
It's like, oh, 4d4. That could be like 20 points, and it'll be like 4,
Yeah.
6. Yeah.
I saw a greater potion of healing and I was like, oh, nice. And I was like, wait,
Nice.
8?
I
Eh.
mean, technically, you could use inspiration on that roll. Um.
Nah, I've not got it.
All right, so you got a little bit of healing.
Mhm.
Did it apply though? Oh yeah, because you had yep. That makes sense.
I did. Yeah.
All right, its turn. It's trying to smash this door open, so it did 15 already. So we're just gonna have it go all out on it. So it has DR. I gotta calculate some stuff. It's probably not gonna bite the door. So we will forego doing the bite
I think
attack.
it might do that in its mental state.
Would it not?
Nah, I don't think so. I'd imagine it might headbutt the door, but I think it would be clawing. I imagine it would be clawing at the door, but it's a door. Like it's
I
probably
think
not
it's
gonna
trying
get
to
a lot
gnaw
of.
one of its arms off.
I mean, if you guys want me to attack the door with the bite, do more damage to it so it breaks free sooner. That's fine. You know what? Yeah, okay, it's
No,
fine.
no.
No. I want my players to
Just get
feel
that.
included and inclusive in the storytelling process. That
I
the
like
potential that this thing bites the door and just
I like
somehow
Kozik's, I
breaks
like
through.
Kozik's thought process. It maybe gets a nat 1 on the bite and it gnaws off one of its own arms.
Or it gets
Yeah,
a nat
one
20.
less attack.
We're gonna start with the claws though, because I still have to calculate 5 of them.
Not if it
2,
bites off one of its arms.
4. Hmm.
Yeah, use up the nat 20 on the door.
Well, without having to roll any damage, that door and the wall around it have been obliterated,
Yeah, it's coming through.
making a very noticeable and extremely loud crashing sound that reverberates through the entirety of the building very clearly. Undeniably loud.
That little motion was actually kind of scary when it came into view. Ah,
5. We calculate how far it had to move. That's 10 feet there. 20, 15, 25, 30.
yes.
And you also notice that as it busted through, it has continued to mend its wounds on its turn. Ooh. Plus 10. It is actually looking pretty good now. Alrighty, that was its turn though. Zed.
Fuck. Uh,
And basically, it was just like you just see this thing, just the door gets obliterated, the wall kind of shatters under the weight and the fury, and it just sends debris all over the place, slamming into the other walls, and just heavy set footsteps charging down the hallway. And the plan is to lure it into another group of things. But what are you doing, Zed?
um. Well, he's just kind of taken this potion, I guess, from Kozik, and like, oh, is that strawberry jam? As the troll busts through the door and runs up to Kozik. Oh fuck yeah, we gotta get out. We gotta get out. He's gonna turn behind him, seeing Niavara, Valrus, and seeing that Veldrin has
Oh
moved
shit.
further down the hall.
Did I not move Nivar last? It's round 3. I didn't move her yet. Hold on.
No.
She would have been. Just say she's following Veldrin. Okay, sorry. I was like, wait a minute. Nivar didn't move yet.
And he'll kind of holler, like we're already making a whole bunch of noise. He'll kind of holler to Valrus, Niavara, and Veldrin. I need you all to find little one. And in a bit of a panicked sort of reaction, I can try and lure this thing around, but just please find little one.
Yeah, of course, we'll find him together.
Oh, I thought they were barbarian, not a. Okay.
We need to find him before this thing does. And then, shit, there's nothing I can.
She is knocked
Hmm.
out. That's funny. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, so he'll and Kozik and Zed are kind of going back and forth, and he'll look over at Kozik. He's like, "Hey, you gotta get out of here. Please go find little one." And he'll walk kind of past Kozik. Are these barrels here as obstructions, or are they just on the map?
In the combat scenario, they would be considered difficult terrain. No, in narrative,
Oh,
you've been able to just get around them pretty easily.
okay. Um,
So they're not blocking your path. It's just you gotta sort of jump over them and duck around them and.
so that's where I was. Okay. So yeah, he'll get here. which was 10. And then
This is actually a lower CR than what they normally fight.
try this again.
They just don't have a tank.
Fuck.
No.
Alrighty. Yep, that's a miss.
So, um, oh, this is not good. Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to dash. So I used, what was it? 10 to get here. That's going to be 20 to get over these barrels. Yeah.
Yes.
So then from here, I would have 30.
So you do understand that this will be an attack
Yep,
of
I know.
opportunity. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to attempt it, but
Zed's untouchable.
I'll put myself back
Yeah.
here.
About that.
Just in the interim.
Let's give him a bite. Since you were so adamant on him wanting to bite his own arm off. Maybe he'll get yours instead.
I'm going to
Yep.
silvery barbs that.
Alright. So we roll that again. Oh.
What?
Fuck. Okay. All right.
Must reroll to use a and
I
use the
had
lower
yeah.
roll. So it's just a hit. Because it says the
Wait.
triggering creature must reroll the d20 and use the lower roll. That's how Silvery Barbs works.
Oh, okay.
So it is just the 21 and not the 27. But it still would hit.
It's funny. I think that's the first time that it's negated a crit in that way. I typically use it for crits. But yeah, anyway. Still hits.
Yeah, that is.
For 8 damage.
Nice.
Okay. So Zed still moves unless there's any other.
Nope, it's just as written. Just
Okay.
bite.
So he moves down the
Praise the
hallway.
Dark Lady.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. Valrus. Said you had a bow ready. Now
Yep.
Zed's running the other way down the hallway. Kozik is in mortal peril if he does not GTFO very quickly.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm
and
gonna.
Zed, as he ran the opposite direction, said, basically, go find little one.
I think I'm still gonna uh try to fire at least one shot.
Do they have? They have extra. Well, you'd be
They
able to
use
fire
the.
it too, because you have extra attack.
Okay. Wait, click the attack on the longbow or
It would be the longbow.
okay.
And so you're equipping your +1 arrows. Or not really.
Is it the kind of thing that you just have to like click the button to say that that's what's equipped in order
Yeah.
to?
I mean, it's just pretty easy to figure it out. I was just wondering if you were using your good arrows or not.
Yeah, I'll use those.
So that would then be. Let me see. Look at the calculation. It's 1, 3, and 2. So I'm wondering if it's using that in the calculation already.
It might already be, yeah,
Looks like it.
because your +2 at the end is for the longbow. That +1 is probably
By the arrow. Yep.
the
So
arrow, yeah.
you fire a shot and it ricochets off the wall, but you have a second attack.
Mhm.
That would hit.
Cool. Not a lot of damage, but it's something.
We apply that to
And
you.
I'll.
However, since you hit it with that attack,
Mhm.
there is no save involved. If you hit a creature with this weapon and deal damage to it, you can reduce its speed by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Oh, nice.
If a creature is hit more than once by the weapon that has this property, the speed reduction doesn't exceed 10 feet. So, it's slowed. You put an arrow into its leg,
Mm. Awesome.
and then Niavara, who's hanging out with Veldrin, and then Veldrin.
I'm gonna move
Oh,
closer
yep,
to these guys.
yep.
So Zed has split off the other direction,
Yep,
correct?
correct.
And the troll has not made like is it he is not pursuing Zed yet
Yeah,
because his move is before Zed's.
oh, it moves after Zed, so we gotta get to the top of the order before it can do its turn again.
Hold on, there was background noise. What'd you say?
So the troll goes before Zed.
Yeah, so we don't know if it's following Zed or not yet.
Correct.
Wow. I am gonna chill here just because its movements haven't been huge and I don't want to risk activating the automatons without it being here.
All right. So, I mean, you could take a dodge action. You can ready an action since you're just staying where you are in case something does trigger.
Um,
It's typically what.
I didn't ready an action like a spell or anything because the plan was to keep running, but things have changed. So I guess you can just skip.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
putting it out there that, raiding in action costs you nothing if you're already planning on skipping anyway. Because if the raid action doesn't trigger, then you kind of skip anyway.
Yeah, I don't really have anything that I feel is quite appropriate right now. Healing spell, obviously, but that's too far away.
Or a crossbow.
Yeah, can you make a hero shot down the hallway?
I shoot one of the unactivated automatons, awakening it, and then we're stuck between them. But I am 65 away. Oh, I do believe I could shoot it.
Because at this point, it's going to just keep healing.
Yeah.
It's going to keep healing. Two. There's only 4 tonight, so.
I will use flames, which adds an extra 2d8 damage.
If you hit. Nope.
Damn it.
Just a miss.
Yeah. It's my second time doing that.
I mean, you don't really seem to have a stat associated with it, so yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Top of the order, Kozik. This thing is in front of you. There's nobody even remotely near you. Zed ran past you. Everybody's retreating back into the automaton deactivation zone. And you were just sort of here all alone. You do know that this thing has a hard time in its current state squeezing through spaces that are, normally easy for you.
Right. Let's see. Well, I feel like I want to. I mean, right. It's kind of I'm stuck here between a rock and a hard place, and I guess I'll keep going with the majority of the folks and trust that Mr. Thatcher kind of knows what he's doing and isn't, suicidal in this case. So, firstly, let me call upon my my Fey patron here. Whoop. And as a bonus action, I can use this Steps of the Fey, this misty step. And as I move 30 feet away from it, I guess I want to use this taunting step feature. Creatures within 5 feet of the space I left must succeed a wisdom savings throw against my spell save DC or have disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me. Okay. Nice. So
It,
that's cool.
it's already pretty fucking enraged, so that's why I gave it disadvantage. If you're effectively taunting it, it's already it's already susceptible to fits
Okay,
of rage
good.
right now, so it seems
So
ready
it's
to
already
come ready to murder the hell out of you.
so it's ready to murder the hell out of me. It's going to have
Okay.
disadvantage attacking anybody else. And it's already going to move 10 feet slower, which is still probably can move pretty far. So, um, but yeah,
Question
go ahead.
about that. So a taunt, like I've played MMOs and stuff, and a taunt is like a tank move to get attention, basically. But it doesn't say that.
Oh, I know.
Okay, okay. I just wanted. Okay, feel like I don't have to mention anything else.
I know where you're going with it. He's also the
Yeah,
only
I
thing next
right.
to him until this happens. But anywho, continue, Kozik. I know what he was getting at. Unless we lost Kozik.
Oh, sorry, my thing was down there. So can I move across? Can I? Can it easily follow me into this like room to the right?
Let's see. So this is considered a teleport. Yes.
And so if I can
Misty
move in
step.
there, yeah, and I
Uh,
can see that space in there. But I was like, oh, you kind of mentioned about places it can't easily get into and like that.
yep. So it would have a hard time getting through that wall, but if it or that door, but if it destroys the wall, you're kind of in a very bad position. Um, and
I
then there is the hallways that you can teleport to. See those? That door open? No, it's not. There's a big hole in that wall. Can you see that? Sorta. You could teleport kind of into the room that it came from, because looking at your line of sight.
well,
You
then
could.
it can definitely get back in there though. It smashed out that.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm going to trust my abilities for the moment. So I'll go ahead and use that Misty Step to go. What?
You could go
Yeah,
around the corner.
I guess I can't really see. Like
But
I'm
where
just
you
moving to
were,
see. I was.
you would have been able to
That's where I
teleport
was.
to there, and then moved wherever you wanted to after that.
Yeah, right. I mean,
Because I think, yeah, you still have your full movement. I don't think Misty stepping takes away from your
no, it
movement,
doesn't. So,
right? Okay.
yeah, that might be a better idea to try to just get as far away as possible, and maybe it'll follow us, and hopefully not Mr. Thatcher. So, okay.
I feel like Thatcher
Um,
Zed was trying to get it to follow.
Zed's intent is to get it to follow him. He was calling out to everyone else to go find Little One because this
well,
thing
right.
is a nuisance.
But we're going the other, yeah, but the idea, I guess my hope, yes, that I would go the opposite direction from you because you have something in mind. So, um, okay, I'll go 30
And then we got to
feet
see
this
what this
way.
thing does.
Oh, wait a second. That was 5, 6. So I can wink out there. Whoom. And a little mist, a little puff goes puff, and I reappear right there. And then I'm gonna move my 30 feet, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can go through friendlies.
Yeah. And I might as well go there. And then I'm gonna blast them with Eldritch Blast
Oh, that's a feature, so yeah, it counts.
2 times. Pow. 1,
That'll hit.
2. Yeah.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Too bad it wasn't a crit, but we'll take what we can get. Another 2
Mm-hmm.
and 4. So 6 total. And I wonder, I guess I can't really, this is in combat. I don't know what to do, but my inclination would be to use repelling blast and like push it back, but that'll push it right up onto Zed. Um, I'll
Send it.
just keep, say what?
I said send it.
Send it. Okay. We'll just do that. I'll think, let's just do that here. Let
All
me
right,
see.
so trying to push it 10. How many is
It
it
pushes
per?
it back 10 feet.
So 20 feet, right? Because you're hitting it twice.
I could just. I don't know if I need to push it back that far.
Because you know it's slowed, so that
Yeah,
just
so I'll just
makes it get to Z that much easier. Okay.
push it back 10 and not 20.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. This is probably not going to go very well for Zed.
We'll see.
Hit a large or
And that'll
small
be my turn.
creature. Push
Wow.
creature up to 10 feet straight away. All right, force movement. That is the exact amount of space
Fuck.
it would have needed.
No way.
Because it was too. I
Yeah.
didn't. Hey,
I know.
I'm just saying.
I was like, I don't
This is
know.
all
It's
part
like,
of the plan. This is all part of the plan. It's all
that's
part of
what
the
I
plan.
thought.
All right.
Before the end of my turn, I say, "You fucker, come get us." There we go. That's the best I can do.
Hmm. How
That's part of the
fun.
taunting
How
Misty Step.
fun do I want to make? Don't you wish the taunt was actually working how you were thinking right now?
Well, no, but yes.
Hmm.
It is going to have disadvantage to hit you, so that might help, but you might only have like 1 hit point left.
Well, he already has 1 hit point left.
I have 1 hit point. Yeah.
That's what I mean. So if any of them make a hit, yeah.
Um. So it's disadvantage on all the attacks. On attack rolls against creatures. Okay. Well, this is where Zed dies. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out.
We can save him.
Yeah, about that. Now I'm just trying to figure out, would it go after the closest target or the person who just hit it? That's what I'm trying to determine in an enraged state, a blind rage. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Usually you go for the thing
Hmm.
that, like, you feel like is fighting you.
But on the flip
This
side,
thing
it
this
also
thing
could.
also just wants to bonk anything.
Yeah. But if you're going to, like if you're really, really pissed, you're usually going more for the thing that you feel like is fighting you.
Hmm. We will let the dice decide. Very well. I have let the dice decide. So the question is, Mr. Zed Thatcher, the gambler, high or low?
More than coin on the line here.
What is your decision? Because it's not based on the D100. Because I have rolled the dice, and
Oh no, the roll. Yeah, no. Let's let the dice decide. You see my roll. You said low or high. Let's see what happens.
So are you picking low?
Yeah, with the roll.
Very well. That answer, as I reveal this to everyone, was incorrect. It comes for Zed. As this thing
No.
as this thing comes barreling down the hall to just because while yes, it would be in essence chasing the thing that it thinks is fighting. However, in this instance, Zed was also fighting it and then proceeded to run away, which in some creatures, some feral entities, they might chase after the thing that's further away, but also there is a bit of the predator's instinct that could kick in where if something's running away from you, that makes you want to chase it and try and murder it. Eepy Neavars, Eepy. And is this dramatic moment as this troll comes barreling towards Zed, arms flailing, teeth gnashing. Oh yeah, I forgot to heal it a little bit because it's his turn.
Oh yeah, don't forget that.
Yeah, it needs that.
That is where we're going to end session tonight.
All right. Oh no. I shouldn't. I'm like, I want to use repelling blast at some point. I never get to use it. Okay.
It played. I think uh
Hope you guys can't see it, but it got moved there.
it was the right thing to do.
We'll get you. We get this is. I've got some tricks up my sleeve. We'll see what happens, and the other characters
If
too.
if everything goes really bad, as long as we find a diamond, or if the narrative is feeling very kind to us, Veldrin has Revivify. So
Kozik has a Kozik's got, you know, a really good connection with a really dark lady. I'm sure that
And
there's
I can travel pretty fast here.
we'll
So yeah.
we'll revive him by the power of a dark lady, and the star guy is gonna revive the star guy.
yeah, there we go.
Maybe.
Star power.
Nice. Wow.
Well,
Some
yeah,
true true Jeopardy.
this is maybe not great.
Apologies.
Your way. We Zed's about to die.
Nevar,
He's about
nothing bad happened.
he's about to be
Apologies.
dispatched.
Yeah.
It was
So
Nothing
it was one of those
bad.
things of like we probably weren't gonna win this fight even
no,
if we tried because this thing can revive itself or not heal itself.
it's a troll. You need to kill it
And
with fire. That's what I was
and
trying to say earlier.
yeah.
We got fire.
You can stop its healing factor with fire.
See, kill it with fire is such a colloquial
Oh no, that was
term.
genuine advice. Trolls stop healing when you start fighting them with fire.
Yep.
Well, we'll see what happens
I
But
next
think
week then. We'll have
I
time to
think
think
what
about it.
we've learned is
Uh-oh.
don't open 10 by 10-foot boxes.
It was a good
Trojan.
idea.
Trojan trolls.
A Trojan troll.
like Veldrin was like, I don't think there's anything of importance in here. Nothing responded when I knocked on it.
Yeah, the response
And
we got
then
when we opened the box versus the lack of response that
mm-hmm.
Belle got,
Mm-hmm.
it was a big surprise.
Yeah. Veldrin's logic was little one is probably not in there. Let's move on.
Yep. The second it saw light, The Trojan horse was activated.
Don't trolls. Isn't there a thing with trolls and light and darkness?
I'm not sure. I know that fire is how you turn off their healing factor. But I don't know if there's any specific stuff with light and darkness.
I think there's another question too to maybe be asked. It's got 5 arms.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Wait, you
Is that
never
a
seen a
question?
$5 troll before?
Yeah, no, that was the question. Yeah, because I feel like 2 arms.
Well, you see, the best way to
2 arms would work for Zed.
you see the best
No.
way to scale up a monster in the DMG is just add extra arms.
Yeah, extra arms, extra heads.
And sharp teeth. Yeah, bite. Zax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't leave anyone behind. We said no problem, no problemo.
I think it's gonna be fine.
We'll be okay. We'll have ways.
We're all very talented, so yeah. And I think our original strategy, it was sound and fun. It's like, okay, let's lead this thing away. And then it's like, wait, what is gonna happen? How do we like not get killed in the melee between 5 automatons? We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, just think how fun it's gonna be when we get to explain all this to Sari.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It'll be great.
She's
She'll
like,
be like, I
yeah,
didn't want to go in
okay,
any
guys,
rooms. I
whatever.
didn't want
You do
yeah.
this every week. No, literally, Zed's gone.
and Valorous made a pact with a demon. I feel like that's a forgotten part of this
A bit
session
swept
today.
under the rug. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not really. Not only a pact, like an agreement and a handshake, but
He's in her now.
for a way to put it, yeah.
I mean, he's in my shadow. It's fine.
The shadows melded.
That's chill. That's normal.
It's probably fine.
It's okay. We can kick that can down the road. The real can is the giant troll that's about to totally go to town on poor Zedrin.
Well, here's something. We would have almost accidentally figured out the fire thing if Veldrin's crossbow shot landed.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I also, in hindsight, have been using booming blade instead
You
of green
have.
flame blade.
You
the whole
absolutely
fucking time.
have. And I'll just sit here like,
And
And I was like, it's gonna move, it's gonna chase us. So I
Oh.
wanted to get that tick of damage, and then I should have realized it earlier. But anyway,
I'm so sorry.
we learn through pain.
You learn through pain.
I mean, Zed already got knocked down once, and then rolled a natural 20 on his death
Yeah, he
save.
revived.
So he is, and then he took an attack of opportunity, which brought him right back down to 1.
well, you do certain things.
You win some, you lose some.
I mean, Spirit of the Dying has a range of 15 feet. In theory.
We're not 15 feet away from him.
No, I'm saying in theory,
He's
right? I obviously missed my last turn, right? Because I was snoring L.
yeah, Cubed moved you.
Apology.
You're at the other end of the. We're on opposite ends of the hall.
Yeah.
Like we're up where the automatons are, and Zed's down where the door of the whole building is.
Uh-huh.
So across the map.
What I'm saying is, okay, so 30 feet. 30 feet. And then my next turn, I would be able to get close enough to spare the dying him.
And of course, be
You
the
got 3
target of the
turns.
troll.
Naturally. But also, I'm imagining that other people would be coming down with me.
Well,
I will
Yeah.
also reiterate, and we're gonna do this in the recap for next session. But Zed did yell out to everyone, "Go get little one."
That troll's gonna follow us.
Yeah. So the point is, this troll is now a thing, and we all collectively still don't know where little one is. So Zed's like thinking we got to get little one in our present company. Whoever finds little one, that's that's great. And then we deal with getting out of here.
Yeah, we've made it harder, but yeah.
Yeah. So that if we're it's rough, but the goal has not changed.
just the party composition might. Anyway.
Oh no. In theory, we can locate a diamond. Niavara has been looking for one for some time.
And you are in a pretty big city. But at least you can safely say that Cubed was not pulling punches.
That's true.
Fair. And I will say, if Zed's out of the picture, you don't necessarily have to deal with Marn. So there's,
It's my beverage. It's my beverage. Would you though?
Well, well, I guess we'll see
Well-
next week then.
yeah. No, it was fun.
We'll res you, I'm sure.
It's not a matter of we'll save you. It's a we'll bring you back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's no
Yeah.
saving you, but
I don't know if
A
I
new
can
life.
There's no
promise
saving
saving
you.
him.
I think that
It'll
could be the
take me
tagline
2
for this
full
episode.
rounds to even, stabilize him. So, God help them.
no, out of character, we can teleport all the way down there, so that's no problem.
Oh, fuck, right.
I still have 1 spell slot left, so we can do it. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I also have cure wounds, so if I can get to him
Yeah, we
and
got
actually touch
healing.
him.
We got healing, and both Veldrin and Niavara have Revivify.
Provided a diamond.
Or the narrative being very kind to us.
Or maybe finding a crystal dragon whelp that
Mm-hmm.
might be able to use one of its scales in place of anyway. I'm just gonna 1v1 this thing. I don't know why everyone's worried.
And by 1v1, he
Yeah, no
means he
problem.
has 1 hit point. That I think that's
Yeah.
1 hit point versus 1 guy.
Nice.
all right. That being said, that is it for tonight. So, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for hanging out. That was entertaining. That was the DM not pulling any punches. Because, sometimes players might think that, we're being nice now. They have activated the Trojan horse, and its whole purpose was when somebody opens that crate, it was just gonna go ham. I may or may not have been playing certain games recently. Anyway, um, but yeah, for those of you on the Yubles Tubles, we do this over on Twitch TV/cubed222. Perhaps someday I will get to dual streaming, perhaps maybe. Um, but for now, we're Twitch and I upload these VODs to YouTube. So, like I said, I hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, or whatever's in between for you. And until the next episode, I will bid you all a singular adieu. But until next time, party on. Woo woo.